Hello, thank you for clicking on our campaign. For over 10 years, election fraud has happened at the state and federal levels. Mainstream media has done nothing to cover this issue. Back in 2004, Congress investigated the issue of election fraud. Their findings were taken to the New York Times, Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal, and the Boston Globe. But findings were ignored. Other than the mainstream media passing a few bits and pieces to small affiliate stations, the majority of voters have been left in the dark. The only people covering this issue of voting machine hacking and election fraud has been independent internet journalists. What I'm showing you is a tabulation ticket from the Diebold OptiScan voting machine. This ticket comes from Chelsea County in Massachusetts. On the tabulation ticket, Jim Gilmore's name is located right next to Donald Trump's name. Jim Gilmore received 366 votes compared to Donald Trump's 146 votes. In reality, Jim Gilmore received only 3 votes, and he has dropped out of the race about a month prior. Just like during the Bush election, the votes of the leading candidates are being flipped to the other candidates. Within the last month, thousands of complaints have come into the nonpartisan Voters Coalition. People are complaining that when they click to choose their candidate, the voting machine is changing their choice to a different candidate. Yet the printed paper receipt correctly shows the person they chose to vote for. The first suspicious thing we see is that software design usually has candidates in alphabetical order. For the leading candidate on this ticket to lose 363 votes to an opponent that has dropped out a month prior can only mean one thing: that a malicious software code was installed on this machine via the memory card, or it exists in the original source code that we are told can vanish after administrators' cards are inserted into the machine for tabulation. With no one allowed to view the source code on these machines, and with no oversight, anyone can manipulate and hack these machines and get away with it. You can see a copy of this tabulation summary report by clicking on the gallery at the top of our campaign page. This is just one of several ways these voting machines can be manipulated. It is also my understanding that the Sequoia brand voting machine has a little yellow button on the back that is used to override and will cast a vote for the same candidate as many times as you want to press it. These machines were banned in California, and yet we have reports that these machines are being used in other states such as Illinois, Louisiana, and Nevada. I would like every voter to please do their patriotic duty. When you go to vote, pull out your smartphone and take a video of the voting machine while you are voting to catch the machine flipping your vote. Also, look at the back of the machine for a yellow button. If you see one, please take a video of the machine, which will give you a time, date, and GPS stamp on your phone as undeniable proof. To understand politics in America, you have to understand who is controlling our elected officials and who is controlling the minds of the voters. The financial industry and the media are one and the same. Controlling the media allows them to control everything. I'm sure you have noticed the bloated polling numbers in the beginning, which they use to squeeze out any candidates that are not controlled by the establishment. This campaign is not about supporting any one candidate, but I have to mention that Trump's polling numbers, being artificially inflated in the beginning, have turned into a runaway train because the media did not consider how fed up Americans really are of the establishment and the politicians. As you can see now, they are trying like hell to stuff the genie back in the bottle. The news media who work for the banking cartel and Wall Street does not care about Republicans or Democrats, as they have multiple horses in both races. The Republican GOP is panicking now, because as you may have already figured it out, Mr. Trump is not one of their paid-for horses. What can the American voter do to cure this problem? Your politicians will do nothing on this issue because it is political suicide for them. We the people have to demand a yes vote on the Election Restoration Act for a new system of voting. The Election Restoration Act will be a system of voting that cannot be manipulated or hacked and will save taxpayers billions of dollars every 4 years. There is no reason in the world that the people cannot vote electronically using their smartphones, tablets, or PCs. It is too late for electronic voting now as the corruption is in full swing. But with your help right now, 2020 can be the year when American voters will start using an encrypted application where your voter registration number and your vote are held in a secure blockchain that is incorruptible and hack-proof. This new voting application can open the door to a national ballot initiative where we the people can block bad legislation before it can be slipped into law behind our backs. This new voting application may also allow us the opportunity in the near future to voice our approval or our disapproval on the current legislation brought to the floor for voting. thereby keeping our representatives abreast of our collective stance on the issues. This initiative will give more power back to the people, where it belongs. It is no wonder millions resonate with Mr. Trump. America is sick of the corruption and the media collusion being a tool for Wall Street and finance. If this campaign resonates with you, please do all you can by posting it at the top of your social media page, sharing it once a day, and send the link to everyone on your email list. I realize there's a lot of information in this campaign, but if you care about your country and your children's future, please watch all the videos on how the voting machines are programmed to rob you of your vote. There are approximately 70 million Christian voters. I'm especially asking my fellow Christians to watch the included videos. They show how you and your Bible have been used to promote non-stop perpetual wars. Please open your mind and your heart, because I feel that it's no mistake that you're brought here today to this website. This initiative is very achievable with the power of the people backing us. The videos in this campaign would give any good American nightmares. Ask yourself when you're done watching them if you can afford to sit by and do nothing. It is time the American people got out of their comfort zone and stopped relying on our corrupted elected officials. Americans need to spend more time sharing this campaign with friends and family. The mainstream media will never show you the true criminal acts happening against America. Your Congress and Senate are loaded with traitors who are no longer there for you. Watch the videos to find out who. We need the financial support of just 0.5% of the voting public for all of us to be voting from our smartphones in 2020. And for the first time, all votes will be counted correctly and more people will vote more than ever before. Thank you very much, and please keep sharing this campaign until people you don't know start sending it to you. This is a huge step in the right direction for American voters and to put an end to the corruption. To stay informed day by day on the corruption and voting machine issues, please go to bradblog.com. He's the only independent journalist that has been covering this voting machine corruption for over 10 years. Please share your comments in the comment section, and thank you very much.